Now, on KOAM News on Fox 14, a Joplin tradition back in action with the Cecil Floyd Craft Show. And shoppers are getting into the holiday spirit in downtown Webb City with the 8th annual Downtown Merry Market. And the Four States Reptile Expo returned to Neosho, giving visitors a close-up look at exotic animals and the gear needed to care for them.
The Four States Most Watched News starts now.
This is KOAM News on Fox 14. I'm Anthony Saviello. The Cecil Floyd Craft Show, a Joplin tradition since 1989, is back at Cecil Floyd Elementary School. Officials say this popular event is the biggest fundraiser for the school, organized by the PTA to benefit students and staff. Vendors offer handmade goods, from clothing and decor to treats and jewelry. Officials say no matter the weather, crowds show up every year.
It's never easy getting money put together towards our school or any school, so this is the only fundraiser we do at Cecil Floyd, and so it's a great way for our students to just be able to create that opportunity to have funds and not have to worry about selling things door to door or anything like that.
Booth fees support the school, and all vendor sales go directly to sellers. The downtown Webb City merchants held their 8th annual Downtown Merry Market. Open to all shoppers, this festive event provides a way to celebrate the holidays with special sales and offers at participating stores. Local pop-up vendors will also be featured inside many shops.
We have had a lot of people coming in to place orders for Thanksgiving and to look at what we have coming for Christmas and those kinds of things. So very, very busy Saturday. We're glad to see everybody out and about.
Every purchase was entered into a drawing to win a grand prize holiday gift basket packed with goodies from local shops, restaurants, spas, and more. Well, it didn't really feel like fall today. Let's go ahead and check in with meteorologist Lindsay Gaffney.
That's right, Anthony. We actually hit record high temperatures today. The previous record set back in 1950 at 77 degrees. We hit 78 degrees, so definitely above average, closer to summer if I had to guess. Now, our average temperature for this time of year should be in the upper 50s. That was our low this morning, so definitely warm. Tonight's low is a little bit cooler. We're getting down to the low 50s, upper 40s, thanks to a dry cold front we had coming through early this afternoon. Now for the next couple of days, other than a cooler, slightly cooler day on Sunday, we do warm back up. We're still in that high pressure system, but we have a low out to our west. That's going to start to move into our area by midweek this week. So temperatures tomorrow are going to get up into the upper 60s still, but cooler temperatures are on the way along with a couple of rain chances. I'll have those details coming up.
Lindsay, thanks. The Four States Reptile Expo is back in Neosho and brings in a variety of exotic creatures. Folks can interact with and buy animals that may not be native to Missouri, as well as the equipment and habitats necessary for those animals. The expo will continue on into tomorrow.
Getting to see all the people that don't get to usually come and see this stuff. It's giving you the opportunity to where you can come and meet breeders directly, and you don't have to basically go to a zoo to see some animals that really aren't normally in our area.
If you're interested in attending, tickets are available at the door or online. Coming up, a golden doodle was missing for 2 months on the run and how a drone helped bring her home. But up first, doctors say lung cancer can strike even those outside the high-risk group, and the symptoms you shouldn't ignore. About every 2 minutes in the U.S., someone is diagnosed with lung cancer, according to the American Lung Association. In today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither has one mom's story and what believed to be behind the rise of this disease in non-smokers.
Christy Hooveris has conquered Mount Kilimanjaro, is 36 years old, lives an active life, doesn't smoke, and is in the prime of her life with a husband and 2 young children. So you can imagine her shock when 4 months ago she was diagnosed with lung cancer.
This is a joke, right? Like, I don't have lung cancer. There's no way.
Hoovera says even the doctors didn't believe it, but after feeling chest pain, multiple tests were ordered, and she says a mass was detected in her upper right lobe.
When I got the PET scan done, that spot lit up like a Christmas tree.
Unfortunately, the face of lung cancer is changing.
Dr. Ioana Bayou with the Ohio State University Comprehensive Cancer Center says right now only people ages 50 to 80 with a smoking history are recommended to be screened for lung cancer, but the disease can be caused by several factors, including environmental exposures to things like radon, asbestos, and air pollution. Genetics, having a family history, or certain gene mutations also raises the risk, as does breathing in secondhand smoke.
As a patient, you know your body better than anybody else, and so you deserve a thorough investigation if you have any symptoms that you're concerned about.
Through surgery, Bayou was able to remove all of Hooverus's cancer and part of her lung, and since the disease was detected early, she didn't need chemotherapy, immunotherapy, or radiation.
I'm at full recovery. I'm back to picking up my kids and doing all the fun stuff.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
A new study suggests eating ultra-processed foods may significantly raise the risk of developing colorectal growths or polyps that can lead to cancer. In the study, most ultra-processed food intake came from breads, breakfast food, sauces, spreads, condiments, and sweetened drinks. Researchers followed more than 29,000 female nurses for about 13 years and found those who ate the most ultra-processed foods had a 45% higher risk of developing growths by age 50 compared to those who ate the least. An outside expert says people should avoid ultra-processed foods when possible and focus on real, minimally processed foods like vegetables, fruits, whole grains, beans, nuts, seeds, and water. And across the globe, high blood pressure in children has nearly doubled in the last 2 decades. In 2000, about 3% of kids had hypertension. By 2020, that number rose to around 6%. Doctors warn that childhood hypertension raises the risk for heart disease later in life. Experts point to high sodium, ultra-processed foods, and sedentary lifestyles as key factors. The findings were published Wednesday in the Lancet Child and Adolescent Health. Lindsay is next with a complete look at your forecast, and later, a golden doodle went missing after running into the woods but was found alive 2 months later.
Well, we had some well above average temperatures today. Now we can go ahead and take a look at our temperature trend. Today we reached about 78. That blew our previous high temperature record out of the water, so we are now seeing our new high temperature record set for today. Now, we had a dry cold front came through. It's going to drop our temperatures to the upper 60s on Sunday. That's still well above average, about 10 degrees above average, but cooler than what we've seen. Now, other than the slight cool down tomorrow, we don't have much more going on until Monday. We do have some partly cloudy skies, but overall Sunday is going to be a beautiful day, and that starts tonight. Taking a look at downtown Joplin from the Cornell Arts and Entertainment Complex. Overall, pretty calm night. Temperatures dropping down to the low 50s. And then as we head into Sunday morning, that's where we'll see our overnight low about 50 in Joplin, 48 in Pittsburgh, 46 Iola, Yates Center. Looks like 50 out in Pineville. Now heading into Sunday afternoon, like I said, slightly cooler for most of us. 68 in Joplin, Pittsburgh, 66 in Fort Scott, but still 70, 71 in Coffeyville, Chautauqua, Miami, 73 in Grove, 71 in Pineville. So still a rather warm day, even though it's been slightly cooler than today. By Monday morning, we're also still seeing temperatures in the low to mid 50s, upper 40s, but look at that green. We finally have some rain chances, at least some to speak of. Now, most of that rain on Monday going to be very, very isolated, light showers or drizzle through early morning. So this is just about 8 a.m. Clouds roll in, few light showers, maybe just some drizzle. Most of that clears out rather quickly by mid-morning. We're left with some overcast skies. Another round of showers and even potential thunderstorms late Monday night. This is going to be right along I-44 and then moving up and out towards Springfield. So this is about 10 o'clock. This turns into more thunderstorm chances by the time it reaches Springfield. That front rolls through and then we're clear of any rain chances then until Wednesday. So heading into Wednesday morning, we start to see widespread chances of rain showers. Most of this is going to be light throughout the day. Could just be some drizzle or just those inconvenient showers, but again, widespread and all day long. That all pushes out, but we have a cold front then moving in on Thursday, and that's going to bring some thunderstorm chances by Thursday morning. This is midnight now, heading into about 6 a.m., 7 a.m. We're already seeing those thunderstorm chances that just linger throughout the day. Now 12 hours later at about 8 p.m., still seeing thunderstorms in the area. That low finally pushes past, and then we get back to some clear weather by Friday mid-afternoon to late afternoon. Rain accumulation, the trend has been lifting this all a little bit further north. So a couple of days ago, we saw the majority of rain accumulation south of us, but now we could see up to 3 to 4 inches of rain. Even some higher areas could see some more rain accumulation. Now, temperatures drop back down to slightly below average Friday, Saturday, warming back up to the upper 50s, low 60s to start out the following week, which is where we should be this time of year.
Now we're getting into some fall-like weather.
Just wait, right around Thanksgiving, we'll have another system come through, drops temperatures even further Thursday night into Friday. I'm ready for that.
Yep, and then it's going to be, by the time we know, it's going to be in the negatives.
I'm also ready for some snow, so
yeah,
can't complain.
Yeah, no doubt. Thanks, Lindsay. Coming up next, Missouri Southern football looks to finish off the regular season with a second MIAA win, and Pitt State and Northwest Missouri battle out in Kansas City for the MIAA crown. Ben McLeish has those stories and more up next in sports.
It's the final week of MIAA football, and Pitt State and Missouri Southern look to end the regular season with a bang. The Gorillas taking on Northwest Missouri with a share of the MIAA title on the line. First possession for the Bearcats. At the goal line, Zachariah Owens finds Erwin Nash, who makes the catch after the bobble to put Northwest Missouri on the board. PSU goes 3 and out, so the Bearcats are threatening again. The Gorillas have made big plays when it matters most, and here they do again. Christian Cross forces the fumble, recovers it, and takes it into Bearcat territory. And Pitt State would take advantage. Jackson Berry rolling to his right finds Jalen Travis in the end zone to tie this one up at 7. Next possession for PSU. Berry finds Tywan Atkins on the sideline. He breaks free and has nothing but open field. He's gonna take it all the way for the touchdown, and his teammates need to revive him as the Gorillas go up by 7. We head to the second quarter. The Bearcats trying to make something happen, but the Gorilla defense comes up big once again. Northwest Missouri in the red zone. Stephen Ward forces the fumble. Quentin Kirby scoops it up, and there's no Bearcats in the vicinity. Kirby takes it 71 yards for the score as PSU takes the 14-point lead. They'd carry that momentum in the second half, cruising to a 27-14 win over Northwest Missouri. That secures the Gorillas a share of the MIAA crown and a spot in the postseason.
Obviously, there was going to be some emotions when this game started. New venue, great crowd, huge game, for both programs. And they came out and they hit us in the mouth there early. And I was you have no choice there but to respond. And our players and our coaches did that. How cool is it that the regular season played out like this, to have Pitt State and Northwest meet in the final regular season game for a conference championship and for playoff seeding. So cool. Just the history of these two programs, the success these two programs have had.
Let's head to Missouri Southern's finale. The Lions start their first drive of the quarter with a nice pass to Kason Nessinger, who takes it for a nice gain, but is stopped at midfield. Same drive, Tillman Martin drops into the backfield looking for a target. Seems to find one near the end zone, but the pass is intercepted by the Ichabods. Washburn on offense now. Quarterback Keller Hurla drops back and looks for his man Henry Mormon, who snags it for the touchdown, giving the Ichabods the lead. Next drive for Missouri Southern. Martin launches a long pass downfield to Aiden Robinson Wayne, who catches it and is able to beat the Ichabod defense to the end zone, putting up 6 for the Lions, but it just isn't enough. The Ichabod spoil Southern Senior Day, winning the game 29-24.
Unfortunate for Missouri Southern, a team that started out strong. Basically a flip between PSU and MSSU. Missouri Southern starting out strong, ending not how they want to. PSU ending basically exactly how they wanted to.
Yeah, that's
Funny that you say that. Pitt State started off 0-2, won 9 in a row. MSSU started off 2-0 and won just 1 of the last 9 games.
Yeah.
So drastically different seasons. Unfortunately, Southern's season is now officially over. But Pitt State, with their win today, all but guarantee a spot in the postseason. Tomorrow is the selection show. We'll find out who their opponent is. I'm excited for more
sure.
Pitt State football. It's been an incredible season. And after that start, where you start 0-2 and basically know that you have to win every game, that is awesome.
Giving yourselves a chance, for sure.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? And, you know, here at KOAM, we're always playing our, you know, CBS and Fox, and we're watching sports. And basketball is here. College basketball. We're in the swing of now basketball season. The NBA's already started. Pitt State women's basketball having a huge game for them as well tonight.
Yeah, Pitt State women won tonight.
Yeah.
It's head coach Amanda David's 150th career win already. So it should be another exciting year for this program. Funny enough, right when I started in February, it was in the thick of basketball season.
Absolutely.
Postseason began, and one of the first cool things I got to witness in the 4 states was last year's women's basketball team make a run to the national tournament. I'll tell you what, that is an electric atmosphere at Pitt State, and I hope the team can run it back again.
Well, and it's when this team is the talk of the entire area, this Pitt State women's basketball team, I'm excited for them to do it again this year, for sure. We'll be right back. A 3-year-old golden doodle named Ginger is safe after spending 2 months on the run in Massachusetts. John Perrick has the story of Ginger's incredible 60-day journey.
It was getting to a point where it was just like, I don't know if this is going to be possible to see her again.
Renee Sousa is Ginger's owner. She rescued Ginger and her sister back in August from Arkansas, welcoming the 2 dogs into their East Greenwich home. But shortly after, Ginger took off into the woods and down these neighboring train tracks.
The first week was the scariest because we would go back out to the yard through the woods to see if she would just come back through there.
Ginger never did. Renee started to panic and took to Facebook to announce the news. That's when Dawn McPhillips with Missing Dogs of Massachusetts stepped in, saying she would be there the next day, ready to help.
We started putting flyers up, and sure enough, there was a hit. Somebody in North Kingstown said they had seen her.
That brought them to the Signal Rock area, where Dawn set up these live cameras, traps, and even used a thermal drone to track the dog through busy streets, quiet neighborhoods, and the woods.
There were times where the coyotes were right next to her.
When they found Ginger using those cameras, they weren't able to just go in and grab her because she was in flight mode and was afraid of humans. So Dawn lured her into this backyard using food. When she came in, Dawn closed the gate.
We had 1 shot to do it.
And they secured her. The 60-day search was over.
She said, I have Ginger. And I said, no, you don't. I don't believe you.
A few trips to the vet then followed. But tonight, Ginger is one happy dog, and her owner is forever grateful for Dawn's work, who for 2 months, like a true dog whisperer, predicted Ginger's every next move until she was back where she belongs.
We're beyond grateful for her.
That's been our time for tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a great evening.